Hey everybody, it's Chugacon, alright, welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we very embarrassingly defeated Brawly using Slaveinator and got here to Slateport City. And in this episode, we are here to look for Captain Stern, but I'm in front of, guess who, the Name Raiders house. I have now decided on Lombre's nickname. There were a lot of good suggestions like Isun and Hasagami, but because I already have an Okami reference with Moagami's name, I didn't want to do that though, so I went for a name that was suggested by quite a few of you guys and did get a thumbs up from quite a few of you guys, which is Kappa. Kappa is the mythological creature that is really similar to Lotad Lombre and its evolution. It was suggested by Jim Alex Burger, Mini Ink, Ornaments Hell, Straw Hat Yoshi, The Drunken Whale, Inu K, Dark Blitz 1000, The Nova 1994, King of Combos, a bunch of G's and L's, NDA Bunka, Noah of Will, RPG Game 16, Chris Furby 811, Pao Monmone, Window Taku 29, The Polka Dog, Shining Silver Flare, Huey 172, Chalkbot, The Leprechaun Squad, Casey Knightley. Alright, that is all the people that I saw who suggested that name. There might have been others in other videos. I was mainly looking on the video where I asked for this, but anyway. So, that is what I decided on for the name. I thank everyone who participated in that. So, we have a name for our Pokemon. Let's get on with the show. So, heading down here is the shipyard. What do you got? Where the water is clean, the fruits of bountiful harvest gather, and where people gather, a market soon starts. That is how a town is born and grows. You're at Stern Shipyard. Wanted a sailor capable of sharing in all currents. I don't know about that, though, but we do have a package for him. What do you got to say? The sea is just so vast. Could have been made by the tears shed by Pokemon when Ash died? I don't know. So, I always thought there were no Pokemon tears, just waters that no one can survive. The seasons, the weather, where the moon sits in the sky, those and other conditions make the sea change its expression. That's right, the sea is like a living thing, and I like how this thing, not to spoil a Pokemon coming up, I always thought this thing looked like a giant metal Numble. I mean, it looks just like it in shape and composition. Okay, so what else do we got here? How about I can't go around that way, and I can't run in this building. I guess while I'm walking very slowly, a lot of people were criticizing me on not using Peck on Brawly when his defense was risen, though, so I kind of wanted to give that as an answer because Ember really was the better move. If this goes here and that goes over there, then where does this thing go? And what about that doohickey? In bed. Ah, I can't make heads or tails of this. I'm Doc. Captain Stern's commissioned me to design a ferry. Oh, are those the Devon goods? But, this won't do. Captain Stern went off somewhere. He said he had work to do. Could I get you to find Captain Stern and deliver that to him? Let's go ahead and head up. Actually, wait. There's something I want to check out. I believe this is a reference. Actually, no, it is not. There's a sprite exactly like it elsewhere in the game that is a reference, though. So, I think large ship is more like building people and putting together a transportation vehicle. That I can believe. And this is actually something kind of weird. If you look down there, you can actually see that it's the floor below with that scientist over by that giant metal Numble. When I first played this game, I didn't get that this was supposed to be perspective and that was supposed to be like below you. I was like, well, how do I get in that fence? Obviously, the perspective was kind of wasted on me. But anyway. So, Captain Stern is not here at his shipyard, unfortunately, though, so I guess we gotta go look for him elsewhere. Let's head back to the museum, see if anything's changed, and that whole line to get in is gone. So, we're at the Oceanic Museum, and that sign didn't say what that guy said it did. Welcome to the Oceanic Museum. Listen to this song really quick. Yep, it's the SS-An theme. The entrance fee is $50. Would you like to enter 50 Poké Dollars, excuse me, Pokemon dollars technically, speaking Coliseum context. If our goons didn't bungle things in Rustboro, we wouldn't be here. If I ripped out the stuff here, would it make me rich? I like how they let all these guys in. Machine is reaching a glass, maybe it's measuring the depth of something. Okay. What do you got? Ah, what are you doing here? Me, I'm the Team Aqua member you thumped before. Remember back in Rustorf Tunnel? Here, take this. You have to forgive me. And we got TM46. Very nice. I believe that's Thief. Suits you more than it does me. I hope I never see you again. Wahaha! If it is Thief, that's pretty terrible. Yep, it's Thief. What are you calling me, a thief or something like that? What are you? I didn't take 50 Poké Dollars, so it took a long time getting by the receptionist. I wish I could know how he did that. Team Aqua exists for the good of all. Somehow I doubt that. Our boss, the Linchpin, isn't the Linchpin? I've heard of Kingpin, but Linchpin? Yeah, well, maybe he just didn't want to have fat jokes from Spider-Man, I don't know. Now, I believe this is the reference. Ferry SS title. Okay, scale replica and the construction ship Sternyard. Ah! SS Anne, that's what I looked for. It took me 3 tries to find it. A replica of the luxury liner that circles the globe. Very nice. So, here we go. Yes, if you're looking for Stern, that would be me. Ah, those would be the parts I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you, that's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. Hehehe, hold it, we'll take those parts. Well, what? Who are you people? We're Team Aqua. There's only like 80 of them downstairs. How could you not know they were here? So, I guess we gotta battle off Team Aqua because Captain Stern is just not very stern indeed. Only one Pokemon, he's got a Carvanha. Okay. I guess this can kind of be considered a boss fight. Kind of more of a mini-boss fight, though, even though it's not overly. Carvanhas we're going to be running into quite a bit. They have the ability Rough Skin, which makes them, I wouldn't say irritating to fight, but it does make it so that you're kind of limited from making physical contact with them because you'll take damage. It's a water and dark type, which is kind of unique. It evolves into Sharpedo at a decent enough level, and yes, that is really its name. But, I guess it's a decent Pokemon. It's not the greatest water type in the world, but its ability makes it kind of unique, and that's really, really not good that it's using Rage. Who can I switch to? You know what? Let's give Teddy a shot. Coolten has the experience share. If you couldn't tell, I did a little bit off-screen training. Like I said, I off-screened a lot of the trainers down there on the route below Slateport. I'll definitely be showing some stuff of interest down there, though, after this, but time being, I think our bigger concern is to finish off Carvanha, even though I'm going to take a little bit of damage from this. Oh well. Scratch. Very nice. War Kid beat me! I don't do a good job of matching up the things with the... Okay, I'll just stop. Sniveling Wimp, let me take care of this. So we call him a sniveling wimp. Let's just see how much you're sniveling, or how little you're sniveling, rather, in your context when I defeat you. Come on. Aqua Grunt sent out a Zubat. Okay. Trust me, you're going to be finding a lot of Zubats. Even though I say Zubat's a good Pokemon and I like poison types a lot, yeah, you're going to be fighting a lot of them. I had some people actually ridicule me for saying that poison's a good type. I guess they just haven't really used Pokemon like Zubat or Weezing or, heck, even Tentacool for themselves, though, because I like a lot of poison types. I mean, I guess technically poison itself isn't a good type. It's just that a lot of good Pokemon happen to be poison types. Alright, let's do this. No! Great, so I'm gonna have to do nothing for it. And you confuse me when I only get to attack every other turn anyway. Are you kidding? Let me shake off confusion, please. Come on. God. I will say, though, this I'm going to just go out on a limb here. I know I've said this on Twitter already, though, but I get the feeling I'm probably going to regret using... Slack off. Okay, you know what? No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm sending out the big gun. Technically, it's the second biggest gun. But I'm just going to say it's the big gun because it makes me feel better. And holy crap, it's close to leveling. I didn't realize that, so never mind. It's about to be tied for the biggest gun. And hey, it's a male, so that really fits. Oh, God, I can't believe I just said that. There you go. Ember. Eat it. Thank you. Yeah, I want you to eat plasma. That sounds like some kind of thing, like a futuristic version of eat lead. I don't know. Go Kappa. Mainly experience sharing my other Pokemon up, though, but not that there's anything wrong with that, but still. Alright, Carvanha, what do we got? We got Bullet Seed! Yay, and I'm faster than a fish! Come on, hit a third time. Never mind, I didn't need to hit a third time. That was kind of misleading how little damage it did the first time. Okay. Cool Tent, Kappa. I wish Kappa would start learning some water attacks. What? I lost 2? Dang it, he didn't snivel. I wanted to be like... How did I make that sound? Now what? If we don't get the parts, we're in for it. Ugh. I didn't count on being meddled on with some meddling kid. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that darn Poochyena. came to see what was taken along some substantial parts, and you simps are held up by a mere child. We are Team Aqua, and we love the sea. I am Team Aqua's leader, Archie. Makes you interfere with us. No, you can't be. You're not a member of Team Magma. Well, that can't be right. You're not dressed for the part. Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine. You're still too young to understand our noble objective. But I warn you, don't even consider interfering with our plans again. The consequences will cost you dearly. And don't you forget it. Why didn't you just take the parts? You were clearly the stronger than I was. You probably could have just destroyed all my Pokemon in one hit. Why didn't you? Okay, so it was a tense situation. Okay, so we handed over the Devon goods to Captain Stern. Why didn't they just steal them? Set in the ocean full expedition really soon. Thanks, go, but I gotta go. Feel free to wander around and check out our facilities, though. You mean use the bathroom? I guess technically the ocean is all one big toilet, but still. Especially to the animals. And this is a submarine, probably what he was talking about with his undersea exploration that he was going to start doing. Nothing else really to do here, I don't think, so I guess we'll take off. And I want to show a fat man in a Hawaiian shirt. Huh? I'm sure I've met you somewhere before. Have I introduced myself to you? If not, my name's Scott. Just saw Team Aqua run away from here like they were stung. Let me guess, you drove them away? Maybe, just maybe, this trainer. Alright, I think you're going to become a good friend. Let's register each other in our Pokénavs. Now, I gotta say, registered this Scott person in the Pokénav. Alright, take off. Now, what I really like is, you know, he's always wearing sunglasses. I like what his title is in the Pokénav. Elusive Eyes. I don't know why, I just always thought that was funny. Elusive Eyes Scott. Alright, so I think that in one of these houses there's something. Actually, there's only one house here that we can go into, though, so it would have to be this one. Pokemon has a hasty nature, is higher speaking for Pokemon. Okay, we already explained natures. I made it clear that I'm not really trying to get a good nature. She recommends that we head to the battle tent, which is something that I'd actually like to show that no one else ever shows in LPs of this game. Because I never see anyone really cover that, though. But for the time being, I want to go down here, and I want to show something that I accidentally collected off screen. If you talk to this kid right here, I believe it is. If not, it's the girl. You can get Soft Sand, which raises the power of ground-type moves. Pretty good, actually. Give this, who can I give this to? Okay, there's no one else to give it to but Moagami, so I guess I'll give it to Moagami. And nothing else, really, I don't think. Soft Sand's really not going to benefit any of my Pokemon. What is really of interest, though, is in this house, if you defeat all 3 of the trainers in here, talk to this guy, and you get half a dozen bottles of Soda Pop. These can last you a really long time. I've even had times where I finished the game with quite a few of these left. These restore 60 HP, meaning that you just got 6 items that are better than Super Potions for free. This early in the game, you can't beat that. So, $300 Poké-Dollars a bottle. That is just barely more than what a potion costs. Now, unfortunately, you can't buy these in bulk. You have to keep talking to them over and over and over and over and over and over and 2 hours later and over again if you want to get lots of them. I'm going to pick up a few, but if you don't mind coming back to this area, this really is not a bad place to stock up on some good items. Because this is very reasonable, and getting half a dozen of them for free, I mean, heck, can't argue with that, just for beating 3 trainer battles. So, anyway, I guess for now, we are going to head to the battle tent, which is right up here. This would be a building without a fat man in Ruby and Sapphire. Let me guess, you're going to take on the battle tent challenge? Yeah, it's a good idea. That's a really great idea. After all, tough trainer is perfect fit for the battle tent. Give it your best effort. Okay, so this would have been a contest hall in Ruby and Sapphire. Wait, what did it say? Roar! I'm going to compete in the battle tent too. For that, I need to catch some Pokemon. That would be a good idea. Actually, wait. If this is what I'm thinking it is, you don't need to catch Pokemon. I love this music, by the way. Welcome to the battle tent, Slateport side. Your guide to the battle swap tournament. Yeah, this isn't. Let's go ahead and challenge it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge this, though. Because these are going to be really randomly generated battles, I'm only going to be showing the first and last battle and then speeding up the ones in the middle just because, you know, not really much to talk about in randomized areas. So I learned in Pikmin 2. So, we have to choose from their selection of Pokemon. This is the same as the Battle Factory as it is known in other Pokemon games, as well as later in this one. Hey, they have a Lombre! Let's see what this is. It's got a modest nature. Has a Miracle Seed. Wow. This Lombre is better than mine. These are all going to be level 30. Ooh, that's a good Numel. I'll rent that. Why not? Let's see. A Nuzleaf, that sucks. This one is really bad. Pelipper, Zigzagoon, really. God, I'm trying to think about what I should do. I don't believe Pelipper shares any weaknesses. By the way, even though I'm not a big fan of Pelipper, it doesn't really matter too much because you can actually swap out Pokemon later on, which is kind of the way that this works. What we do is we're entering a tournament. Toys! I need more toys! Okay! So, here we have a Bird Keeper. And hey, an old classic. And what do you know? Very nice, because Numel is part ground type. We haven't gotten into Numel yet. I'll be sure to explain it a bit later. But for the time being, let's not take very much damage from that. Let's hurry up and use Earthquake before Rollout gets really powerful, because anyone who's played Ruby and Sapphire, no, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver knows just how annoying of a move Rollout can really be. So that does it for Voltorb. Now he's going to send out a Golbat. Okay. I kind of like that Golbat. I might switch that for Pelipper, though, because Pelipper is a flying type. Let's go with Ember. This is basically standard multiplayer rules. You can't use items, and you also cannot switch out before your opponent sends out their Pokemon. So you kind of have to wait on that. You know what? I'll use Sunny Day. Why not? Don't make me flinch. Critical hit! Okay. Unfortunately, though, the Sunny Day here, this is actually going to weaken my Pelipper a bit if I use water moves on it, though, because it lowers the damage from water moves, but raises the damage from fire moves, and it also makes the move Solar Beam hit without having to charge. So, pretty good move. I hope to God that I hit here, because I'd really, really like to be able to just spam Ember on him and finish him off. Good! There we go. This should double the damage. Very nice. And let me not hit myself. Let me finish him off, please. Confused. Uh-oh. Great. I think I'm gonna go to... No, not quite! Okay. Come on, Numel. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in the heart of the cards. Damn, the heart of the cards sucks. That's the thing is, back when I was a kid, I used to always play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, when I was, like, really little. And I remember the thing that I just couldn't stand, and I guess we gotta send out Pelipper, though, because Lumber is weak to flying. And we used to always do what they did on the show, like, whenever, like, we needed, like, a draw to, like, really go in our favor, we'd always say, like, heart of the cards, but it literally never worked. It was the stupidest thing ever. It never worked. Big attack, I guess. Mean look, yeah, that's really hurting me when my last Pokemon's a grass type and I wouldn't dare send it out against you. And wonderful. This is really turning out to be a good battle. Water Sport sucks. That just makes it so fire moves do a little less damage. It's not really a good move, though, so... I really want to get rid of this Pelipper and possibly get that Golbat. Because Confuse Ray would be really nice to have in this tournament. Okay, can I get a hit? If I can just hit him. Thank you. Okay. One more Pokemon. Let's hope it's not something really stupidly powerful. Beautifly! Okay, that's potentially awkward. At least I'm flying. And, ooh, that's not very good. Okay, actually, never mind. That is the other kind of not very good, where it really is not very good. Pelipper! Pelipper, will you just attack? I don't want this. I don't want to lose to a Beautifly. Thank you. Okay, Stun Spore. Okay. I think I waited into that sooner because Parafusion's a really good strategy, but okay. And I think that does it. Alright, so the first battle is won. The way that this works is after we've won a battle, we can keep going into this tournament. I need to work for money! And yes, I'd like to swap Pokemon. I'm going to get rid of my Pelipper, even though it did win the battle for me, technically. It's really not that good. Swap. What's kind of unfortunate is you can't look at the moves of the Pokemon that you get, though, so you don't know exactly what you're getting unless, like, you observed all their moves in the previous battle. But yeah, I'm going to go for Golbat. So, I will see you guys at the final round. That is, if I manage to win. I am going to enjoy an egg! Alright, never mind. It is not a tournament of 7. It's actually a tournament of 3. Never mind, though, so I didn't even get to show the last one. So once you return 3 straight matches, I guess I was thinking of other Pokemon games and just other stuff like this in general when I thought it was 7. And as a reward, you get a full heal. Not really worth it, honestly, but hey, at least it's something. So now that we're done with that, let's talk to a random fat dude. Whew, I'm just bushed. I hiked over from Mauville City, but boy, this city's huge. If I'd have known this, I would have ridden my bike here. Alright, okay, very fascinating though. So, now that we're done with all that, we have our Pokemon here. I think we are going to, let's see here, these levels. Okay, so we got a couple levels. We took down Team Aqua, we showed off the battle tent, we did a few other things, we got some really helpful items. So I think we're going to end this off now. So next time on Pokemon Emerald, we are going to head north. Out of here, and maybe to that Mauville City that this guy was telling us about, alright? See you guys then.